What's going on YouTube? I just wanted to take the time to talk about this game that took up way too much time of my life. This is a game where you start out with a dealership that was given to you by an uncle of yours, and the main goal of it all is to buy and sell cars, whether legitly or kind of shady, which you'll utilize both, um, to then be able to purchase the dealership entirely on your own, and that unlocks the full game. You get to level 10, you get the option to give your uncle some money, and the dealership is yours. That's the main premise of the game. How you get there is really at your own will. Um, it's a lot of busy work between washing cars by hand by yourself, fixing up body panels and paint, to then having people work for you. You'll get the option to have people, which that really drove me really deep into the loop because I was getting tired of the tedious work and I just wanted it all automated. But it's almost like a sense of gratification once you get there, that you put in all this effort by hand in theory, and then you're able to automate it all, and then it all kind of does its own thing, and then you get to pick whatever car you want, however much money you want to spend on a car, and that wraps up beautifully at the end. You get this big beautiful dealership at level 10, and you have a nice showroom, and you're starting to sell $200,000 cars, and that's what got me hooked. And that's why I wanted to talk about this game, is because I enjoyed it. You see the developer live streaming it quite a bit on Steam. It really piqued my interest because I played like Mechanic Simulator, and there's a little bit of them parts in here. The driving in the game is not that great, so it's not that immersive, but I think it's just the amount of busy work that you're doing that keeps you so engaged. There's good examples in this video that will show you, like, sitting there grinding on the side of a car, something that you would not think was interesting, but it just gets you locked in and focused. One of my favorite parts was being a Facebook Market lowballer, that you get to sit there and haggle with everybody, so all the prices are made up. They do have an option to back out or not sell it to you at all or whatnot if you go too low, that it will not let you purchase or sell the car. Some of the key features of the game are just the amount of cars you can get. There's an option to get loans, but I think I took out one loan through it all, and that was just to buy a car on the spot. But it doesn't necessarily hold your hand. There was a lot I had to learn while going through. There's little stuff like fixing up parts. I think I skipped over, but there is a large list of tutorials that you can go through on the pause menu that will explain everything. I kind of skipped through all of that. Thought I could handle it on my own. One of my favorite things is that this game is still getting updates. It's still getting worked on. There is patches coming out regularly, so I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. I would like to see it thrive. Maybe a little bit of customization would be nice. So if you got a car that you liked, because there are no name brand cars in this game. They're all really look alike, of course. They're very similar to very popular cars. So I think it would be nice to pick a car that you liked, spend a little more time on it, and maybe watch the value go up or down. Also, map expansions. You're limited to a very small map, but it's just big enough where you have to keep up with your gas, which is a thing. You need to plot out your routes. You need to figure out how you're going to get the cars back. Sometimes you'll buy a car that doesn't run, so you need to go get it towed, so that way you can get it back to the shop and fix it. So that's my little review of this game that I spent a lot of time in and had a lot of fun with. Thank you for watching. Anyway, I just wanted to give an update on what was going on with the YouTube channel. Still trying to have an identity crisis. We thought about putting up Battlefield content. I really like car content, as you can tell. And we're still working on our server, trying to get that to do something. So if anybody still wants to try to drag race on BeamNG, that is perfectly fine. There is a Discord link in the bio for you to join and come in there. I'll be there. If you're new to the scene or whatever, it doesn't matter. There's plenty of big creators out there with great servers, and you can get walked through on how to do that. It's very simple. As long as you have a computer in BeamNG, you can do it too. And this is a little snippet of that. So I hope you enjoy. Till next time.